Garfield, can we talk about the power of a good book? Is that all right? Can we do that? Well, okay, maybe not. Garfield, can we talk about the power of a good book? Thank you. I appreciate. I was just thinking today about my childhood and how there wasn't any other, there wasn't smartphones, there wasn't the internet. And so I think a good 6 years of my life were spent just looking at cars passing by. I just remember doing that a lot. Like when you're just outside and you're like, sure is a lot of cars. And I don't know, that's kind of what I did. So when I was 15, I found a small paperback book in our school library. I was like, I'm going to check this out. It had, if I remember, kind of a goofy illustration on the cover, which made me not want to read it. But I took it home. I got into it a few chapters, and I was like, is this the best thing that I've ever experienced as a human? And that book was The Hobbit. Short novel, but very powerful, right? There's a scene in The Hobbit where it talks about the bravery of Bilbo Baggins. And it talks about how he kind of had to do that thing in order to build up the bravery. Whoa, good move. Kind of like you just did there. You did like a self body slam on a laminate floor, and Bilbo had to face similar trials and tribulations. Anyways, I loved it, and I've read it to all. We've read it to all three kids, and it's so great. Now, The Lord of the Rings is also great, and obviously much more beloved. However, it's kind of written more for a different audience. It's not to be read aloud easily. There's 3 chapters on the history of a sword and a guy named Jeff that you've never seen or will never see again. So anyways, I think the power of a good novel, when I think about how important a story is, I go back to The Hobbit and how that'll just keep getting passed on, and all the stories yet to be written by humans, not robots, and that maybe even will feature a cat or two, huh? What do you think? Yeah, I don't mind that. Could have a cat hero or a cat sidekick. I'm sure there's some stories out there yet to be written. Anyways, good job, Fire. Way to be cool, way to be chill for this vid. You want treats? Let's go get a treat.